the second half's all minor, so that's where we live in the cello,
Yeah.
in the minor. Yeah, so very nice job. I love your vibrato. You're really bringing out some great things with it. In these like really classical pieces, what we get a lot is just variation in how loud or soft. We get a lot of fortes, a lot of pianos. That's how they did variations, and I thought you were doing a really good job of giving us those variations. So congratulations on that, because that's what this one's all about. It's like forte, now it's piano, now it's forte, now it's piano, and I thought I could really tell that you were doing that all the way through. Something that you can work on would be like this measure 27 and measure 33, where we have these fast parts. I lost some of the notes. Like you were going, you kept it this right speed, you didn't slow down, but I lost some of the notes in there and I couldn't see it. I couldn't hear them, so I wonder if maybe just giving yourself a little more weight on the bow,
Yeah.
and also a little more weight in your left hand in that one. So one exercise, have you ever used like percussive fingering?
Yes.
Yeah, so you can just like,
Mm-hmm.
can you show us like what that could mean? So maybe just like at 27, don't even use your bow, just like yeah. Da, da, da. That's a hard one, the last one. A, B, C, because we all skip that. Yeah, so a little more of that while you're doing that section. Can you try that? Maybe get into it a little, the piano before 27. And you don't have to go your fastest you've ever gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tricky. Yeah, and they have to be like perfectly lined up, like with bow changes.
Yeah.
It's like such coordination. So that's something that you could really work on. Don't tell your teacher I said this, but when I'm in, like when I was in high school in my English class, I'd be like doing my fingering in class. Okay, yeah, because you can do percussive fingering without your cello even being around. So that was the only time I lost notes. I was wondering if it might happen on the 96 area, but that was fine. You got all the way through there very nicely. One thing that I wonder if you've played with, I'm gonna make sure I select some time. Yeah, is like your bow angle.
Yeah.
Like when you get that piano going and just really getting closer to the fingerboard, and then we can be a little bit more light with a little less hairs.
Yeah.
Maybe you can show us that at the top of the second page. Try to just like get a little bit closer to the fingerboard, use less hairs, but then you're gonna have to use more bow. Yeah, great. And now can you try it one more time, and this time start like over the fingerboard. Yeah, exactly. You can really create like some mystery happening. Because we just have these awesome C major chords at the bottom of the first page, and now all of a sudden we're like in a whole different land. And so I think that you could give us even more of that, exaggerate it even more. Okay, C major chord. This is like our chord on the cello because we have that C string and everything. And I always feel like my C, E is way wider apart than they normally do if I'm playing them separately. So just think when we're tuning, especially the E and the C, start with the E and then play the C. So it's a little bit wider than you think, and then it'll make your whole cello resonate even more. Okay. That's all I have time for. Great job.
Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.